Wow, so literally right when I press record for this episode number 3, I thought, what if I call this podcast instead of extremely casual, I call it completely casual. Bam. Ideas always flowing off the membrane. What can I say? I actually kind of like that more. Completely casual. I think wow, it's yeah, whenever you just get a good idea and it just sticks. Like it's you're just like yes, like you just feel it. You feel that idea. Like this happened about 10 seconds ago. Like you're literally witnessing me thinking about it right now. And I think I'm going to go with that name. I'm going through changes. You remember when Eminem was going through puberty and he had to let the world know at 35 years old. I'm going through changes. Wow, that's yeah, completely casual, man. I like that more than extremely casual. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Wow. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. I'm gonna let the idea sit for a little bit because apparently you can't change your name on YouTube, aka Google, more than once every. Or no, you can only do it 3 times every 90 days, and I already did it twice now. So I may have to sit on the idea before I pull the trigger. You know, you know. I wanted to talk about a word. I wanted to talk about a word that is not close to my heart. It's quite the opposite because I don't know what the fuck it means. And that word would be Boolin. Hey, yo, I'm just Boolin with my dogs. Y'all feel me? What does Boolin mean? One, I don't know what it means. But you know what I hate more than the word Boolin? You know what I hate more than the word Boolin? Are the people who freely use the word as if you should know what the fuck Boolin means. Boolin. Hey yo, you wanna hey, I'm about to be Boolin over here. I don't even know the context of what they use it. I feel like I feel like it's definitely a verb. It's definitely a verb. Hey yo, I'm Boolin with my dogs. One love. Bool all day. Bool till the nighttime. We bowl in the AM and the PM. Maybe that's just what it is. Bool. Bool is just like a mispronounced way to say bowling. These people are actually just going bowling, and they're just really committed to the craft because they got in the 220s, so they're pretty damn good. But they've realized that once you get to a certain level of competence in the world of bowling, there's a whole other ball game up there. Let's think about bowling. Bowling is moving away from the topic of bowling, bowling. Bowling's bowling's kind of just a game you don't want to fuck up in. Whenever you get like good at it, whenever you're getting like really good at it, it's like the opposite of baseball. Like baseball is a game of failure. Like if you fail if you fail 2/3 of the time, you're literally like a fucking all-star. But in bowling, it's the opposite. It's like you can't fuck up, man. You can't fuck up. You can't fuck up, bros. Like you just can't. Cause I don't know. Like I don't know what a really good score is, but I'm imagining it's up like 280. Like if you're trying to be like top in the world, I'm saying like you got to be like up there in like the 280s. So like if you don't get a strike, then you're pissed. That's why everything's relative, man. Everything's relative. Like if I got a strike, I'd be ecstatic. I might get a blowjob later for getting a strike. Like I'm turning around to a bunch of delighted faces. That's expectations for that individual. They turn around and they look at their sensei, their bowling sensei that they've had for the past 10 years that they met over in Iran. They say, "Next ball, please. Next ball, motherfucker." And if they don't get a strike, then it's just like, I would hate to play a sport like that where it's so determined on perfection. Like, it's determined on perfection, it's dependent on perfection. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that, bro. Bruh. I think I'm going to start calling everybody on this podcast doggers. You're going to be my doggers. I think that's the word I'm running with. I also think I'm going to keep these about like 20 minutes. 20 mins roughly. I don't know. I'm like figuring a lot of this out. Like, I'm just kind of sleeping on the ideas and thinking about it. And I know how my mind works. I'll just keep thinking on the ideas a lot. But I'm figuring out too much on the podcast. I need to just ramble. I need to just talk. Just bool. I just need to bool on the pod. And the ideas will flow through, broski. Could you imagine if I never met the broskis, though? Seriously. All right, moving on. This next segment is ASMR. That's a nut in my mouth. I'm so obsessed on the topic of ASMR because it's so new to me. I didn't realize what ASMR was until literally like the other day. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. All right, with that being said, weddings. I'm 23, man. I'm moving into an age. I got like 4 really good friends getting married. Like pretty good friends too. Like I consider them like, like definitely more than acquaintances. It's hard to like rank people these days. Like it's also fucking stupid to rank people in it at all. But I don't know. I have like 4 good friends getting married, and I was realizing, I was like, dude, this is going to sound so conceited, but I have like a fair amount of friends, man. Like, I don't think I'm going to go out of my way for very many people's wedding. I really don't. Call me selfish, call me what you want. I still have a lot of love for a lot of those people. Oh my God, I have 5 friends getting married. I just thought of another one. Like, these are like good friends, dude. These are people I get along with like really well. And, I guess 4 of them I played high school soccer with, which is kind of wild. I just don't know how much I'm going to go out of my... Like, that's a big event. That's a big part of your weekend. I'm not saying I'm not going to, that I'm going to just avoid all these people. I'm just saying, there are very few people that I will, really go out of my way for going to a wedding. Because that's a big chunk of your time, too. Selfishly speaking. That's, a big part of your weekend. And free time is going to be minimal. And I don't know. That's why I would not be offended if somebody couldn't make it to mine. I can't be. If I have this mentality. Because then I'm just a hypocritical asshole. So, I'm just kind of at the point where I just don't know how many weddings I'm going to be going to in my 20s. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for those friends. I really am, and I love them. I love those people. But I got shits to do, bro. I also don't enjoy drinking enough to go out of my way to seek out institutions that we can get our drink on. Frequently that is. I like drinking. I like drinking. Everybody likes drinking. Even sober people like drinking, right? That's why they're sober. They know they like it too much. They just are real with themselves that they can't handle it. I'm also real with myself. Everything I ever do that I regret. Everything, bro, I have done while intoxicated. That's why I stay away from it. It's the optimal choice. It's the better choice. I'm not saying it's a demon or a bad thing or anything like that. I'm just saying you got to mitigate your time spent with drinking. That's my opinion. That's what works with me and me alone. Anybody else, it's open. It's an ambiguous pleasure. It's an ambiguous pleasure, so you should do what you want with it, man. That's just what I figured out over 23 years. So I've only been drinking for 2 years, of course, and as all Americans do. And yeah, I just kind of figured out over time, I was like, you know what? I do shit I regret. I don't like doing shit I regret. Therefore, I'm going to minimize this action. Bam. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Moderation when it comes to that ish. And the rate it's looking, man, considering how few of my friends are married, I might have a wedding every weekend if I want. It sounds really cocky. It sounds like I'm like presenting myself to have a lot more friends than I do. But I don't have that many friends. But all I'm saying is it's just too many people to be going on my way for all the time to go to their weddings. And that's not to say I don't love them. Again, I'm like that guy who like makes the exact same point like 5 times in a conversation. And he also doesn't listen to you whenever you talk. You know the archetype? Like he's just like he interrupts you. He doesn't listen to what you have to say, but he's just very repetitive on the exact one point that he has, or maybe 2 points. He's just very, very repetitive, just repeating that exact same point to you. And you try to get your words in. Yeah, so you should seriously consider joining my powder puff team. And then you're like, well, actually, I have a knee injury. Yeah, you should consider joining the powder puff team because, let me tell you why. You can jump, man. You can. I've seen the hiney on you, man. I've seen the hiney in action too. You can jump. You can jump. And that's why you should join my powder puff team, bro. It's like, my knee. Hey, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You should join the powder puff team. You got a hiney on you, bro. Those people kind of suck. But at the same time, you just know how, they don't suck. You got to know how to read those people. You got to know how to read them, and you got to know that they're not talking to listen. They're not talking to have a conversation like you might be, like a normal person might be. That person's talking to hear themselves talk, and that's fine. Don't dislike them for it. All right, one more topic. Male hugging. It's gotten really popular. I have noticed, like, I remember I think it was my dad. He's like, don't be hugging. Don't be hugging. You're going to get made fun of. I think our generation, like this millennial generation, I'm 23 years old I don't know if it's just a young person thing, in 2019, 23 years old in 2019, I hug, like, all my good friends. Like, it's like what we do. Like, it's like social etiquette now, like with males. Like, yeah, there's the bro hug. I'm not saying, like, all the time, but, like, I'm saying if I don't see somebody for a while, like, 9 out of 10 of my good friends, maybe this is just because, like, that's the personality type I am. I don't know what it is. But I'm saying, like, that's my preferred way to greet somebody, like, regardless of gender, is to give them some love, you know? Like, come here, buddy. Get in this bear hug. Come on. Come on. Everybody's invited. Come on. Come on. Everybody's invited in this bear hug. Get in here. Bring your wife. Bring your kids. Bring your sister. Bring your auntie. I give them a hug. And a lot of times, I think, okay, I might be a little weird if I give this person a hug. I go in for the handshake. They go in for the hug. And I'm like, fucking right. Fucking right. That's my homie. That's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. That's my boy. That's a refreshing feeling. I'm getting electrified just talking about it. I'm getting energized. I'm getting hyped up. I'm getting riled up. That's I don't know, that's just really cool to me. That's really cool to me. Yeah, I think male hugging is a good thing. I don't think it should be like slut shamed. Don't slut shame my male hugging. Fuck you. Don't slut shame me for male hugging. I enjoy hugging my friends. I love them. They love me. Let's express that in a physical way. And on that note, we'll call this quits on the podcast. Bye.